Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brad Drake, your host, and this is the 1987 Supermod, and it's my AWA save. All right, the AWA is traveling to Des Moines, Iowa. Remember, we have bumped out Indianapolis. We're no longer going to run Indianapolis. I see no reason to travel all the way east just to cut back west. So, we are in the Veterans Memorial Auditorium here in Des Moines, Iowa. So, there's our venue right there. We're looking at a crowd of 7,500 people. We had the potential to draw 11,000, almost 300, but that's okay. We're going to get a sold-out gate here. 7,500 is a nice crowd. So let's take a look and see what our backstage incidents are here. Uh-oh, Bischoff's got himself in trouble. Bischoff was late to pick up his travel partner. Bockwinkel says now he has to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Not 1, not 2, but 3 shows. Eric Bischoff has to buy his travel partner's meals. Looks like the rest of the stuff we have here is protege work. Uh-oh, what's going on with Mr. Saito? Look at this. Saito is willing to put over Tom Zenk now. Everybody wants to put over Tom Zenk. I don't get it, but everybody likes him, and everybody wants to put him over. Let's take a look at our absent workers. Kevin Kelly's still injured. Mike Richardson, we could pretty much write him off since he is the property of the World Wrestling Federation right now. All right, let's take a look at our card rundown. In our opener, Medusa Michelli is going to battle Debbie Combs. The Nasty Boys are going to face Olsenowski and Peterson. Pat Tanaka is going to wrestle Alan West. Cactus Jack is going to meet up with Jerry Blackwell. Tom Zenk is going to battle Manny Fernandez. Dick Slater is going to face Bob Backlund. And then our semi-main, the Russians and Sheik Adnan LKC will face the Guerrero brothers in a special 6-man tag. And in our main event, Scott Hall, the challenger, is going to face Kurt Hennig, the reigning and defending heavyweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. All right, our first match here is Michelli and Combs. Yes, it's Debbie Combs. I just need to double check. All right, here's Medusa Michelli, and she's still got chilly momentum, of course. I don't know how to fix that. She wins all the time. There's Debbie Combs. Let's see who got the win the last time here. And of course, then we'll do the opposite of it. So it looks like Medusa got the win the last time. So Debbie Combs is going to go over this time. And both these women were fantastic women wrestlers. And that's one great way to start a show. All right, the Nasty Boys are facing Olsenowski and Peterson. Of course, it's going to be a 12-minute bout. And here are the Nasty Boys. And here are Olsenowski and Peterson. And I think that the Nasty Boys are due for the win. But we're going to check here. Yep. The Nasty Boys are due. So we're going to have Brian Knobbs go over it. And of course, the Nasties are going to cheat to win. This look that the Nasty Boys had, I listened to an interview with Brian Knobbs. Sean Mooney had a show a couple of years ago. He probably ran 50 episodes of it, a podcast. And it was called Primetime with Sean Mooney. It started out, he did it with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And then Duggan only did a few episodes and he left, and then Mooney was on his own. It was a really good podcast. You can still find it on iTunes. And he interviewed Jerry Saggs, and Jerry Saggs went through his whole career and how he got started with Fern Gagne and went through the training camp and all that, and how crazy he and Jerry Saggs really were. Anyway, he was talking about that look that they had with the coats. Those were women's plus-size raincoats that they bought. Yes, they bought women's plus-size raincoats. And then they had them airbrushed to say the Nasty Boys on the back. So that's how they came up with that coat look. Isn't that a great story? Women's plus size raincoats. You can't beat that one. So that is the Nasty Boys look. All right, Alan West is going to get the win over Pat Tanaka here. Cactus Jack versus Jerry Blackwell. And this one goes 14 now. Here's Cactus Jack versus Blackwell. All right, here's Cactus Jack. And there is the ever popular Jerry Blackwell. And let me tell you what's going to happen here. And I've been thinking about this for a while, folks. And we are going to have Cactus Jack win. But Cactus Jack is going to win due to outside interference. Because Don Carson is going to interfere on behalf of Cactus Jack. So, is Cactus Jack going to end up aligning with Don Carson here? Are we going to see some Cactus Jack tag matches with Ali Khan, possibly? I'm sorry, with some six-man tag matches with Wojciechowski and one of the Texas Hangmen? Or perhaps he will do six-man tag matches with the Texas Hangmen. Who knows? This is a crazy one here. But Don Carson is interfering here and helping Cactus Jack get the win. So, we have to keep an eye on that one, folks. See what's a brewing there. All right, Zink and Fernandez is up next. Another 14-minute match. Both these guys have done a good job for us since they've come in. I've been very pleased with both of them. There's Tom Zink. Here is Manny Fernandez. And Zink got the win the last time, so Manny Fernandez is going to get the win this time. So that's 2 heel wins in a row. No Don Carson interference. Slater versus Backlund. And by default here, Backlund has to go over. We can't have 3 heel wins in a row. So even if it was Slater's turn, Backlund's still going to get the win here. And there is Bobby. Bobby's plugged in. And Bobby gets the win. And this has been pleasantly a very nice feud that's gotten us good scores. And here's the big 6-man tag right here. And it is the LKC and the Russians versus the Guerrero brothers. And notice how I say 6-man tag. It is not a trios match. Ooh. A trios. Not the case. All right, so we got Chavo. Come on, come over here. Hector. And Eddie. No, it should be Chavo, Eddie, and Hector. I like to put them in order. And then here's the Russians. Right there. Okay, so let's take a look here and see how this went down the last time. So the Guerrero brothers get the win here, and we're going to do something crazy. We're going to give Eddie the win. See if that helps him at all in his development. Remember, Eddie's only like 19 or 20 here. His brothers were quite a bit older than he was. All right, Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig in the main event. This has been one of my favorite feuds of all time. 2 young guys in their prime just tearing the house down everywhere. There is Scott Hall, 29 years old. There is Kurt Hennig, also 29 years old. And this one is for all the marbles. It's for the World Heavyweight title. And of course, Kurt Hennig is going to go over. And the fans are going to see again a tainted win, but they're just going to have to deal with it because that's the way heels get wins in big main events. All right, let's take a look at our booking analysis and the Axe. The Axe has got too much on his hands. So we're going to change him over with Greg Gagne. And look at that. Now everybody's happy. So we are ready to go ahead and run this show. And there's the Nasty Boys again with their women's plus size raincoats. Think about those two guys. All right. Imagine being like a kid, right? And your mom takes you to the store. All of us growing up in the 80s and 90s dealt with this. I don't know if kids still deal with this now because so much stuff is bought online. But when you were a kid, you got dragged to all the department stores. And you do stuff like try to hide behind the clothes and hide from your brothers and stuff. Then you get, Brad, get over here. Jeffrey, where are you? We'd have to come over and it'd be, don't do that. You stay with me. So you have to walk around for like hours in these department stores. And then you'd go to like the women's section with your mom and you'd have to see like the brasiers and the underwear stuff. And it was just a strange experience. And then so imagine that you're a kid stuck doing this, right? And then you see these huge, monstrous, fat guys with really whacked out haircuts. And they're coming over and sifting through the clothing. They're probably wearing sweatpants because I don't know if the Nasty Boys ever did anything but wear sweatpants. They probably smelled bad. They were probably reeked like booze. And they're over there and they're sifting through women's raincoats. Think about that for a second. Plus size raincoats. Okay, and then they actually went to the register and checked out and paid for them. So just picture that for a couple minutes about the weirdness and uncomfortableness with that one. And then tie it right in there with Brian Knobb's story when he was talking to Sean Mooney. All right, I'll just leave you with that. Okay, here we are in our opener. Debbie Combs gets the win over to Medusa Michelli. And next, whoa! Look who is over now. Look who's over. 72 for the Nasty Boys versus Olskanowski and Peterson. Look who is over. Terrific. Folks, that's exactly what happens when you put the time and effort into TEW and book it out. Next, red text of doom all over the place. Helen West defeats Pat Tanaka. Gets a whopping 37 overall. Next, Cactus Jack defeats Jerry Blackwell, and it's due to interference from none other than dastardly Don Carson. All right. Fernandez defeats Zank with the flying burrito. It gets a 76 overall. Let's see if these two guys got any holdbacks. None. Bonus city across the board. 76, 73, we get a 76. That's fair. I'll take it. 85. 85, Backlund versus Slater. And Backlund gets Slater to submit with that wicked cross-face chicken wing. Folks, I got hope for a really big score here in the main event. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm sorry, that wasn't the main event. We had the 6-man tag up next. What was I thinking? Sorry to let you down with that excitement that I just built up. So here we go. Los Guerreros get the win over Adnan LKC and his Russians. And we get an 81 overall. Very respectable score. Of course, the lowest score is Eddie Guerrero, and he's also the youngest. So Eddie Guerrero gets the win with the frog splash. I am pumped about this main event. I'm expecting a big score here. Here we go. 88 overall, 93, 89. They're both super over. And we get an 88, and I'm sure there's a couple takeaways that cause this. And it's the inexperience of Scott Hall, most likely, even though we're bonus city all the way down. But I will take it. 88 overall. Great, great main event. And a great show in the Veterans Memorial Auditorium here in Des Moines, Iowa. Terrific. We're going to go ahead and finish this one up. And 85 overall. We get a nice score All right, Kurt Hennig and Scott Hall are getting their praises sung here. And so is none other than Bob Backlund, perennial heavyweight contender. All right, Bob Backlund pointed out for a great performance. Scott Hall, good example. Kurt Hennig, great performance. We're going to make that speech. All right, Backlund is pleased. Kurt Hennig is pleased. Scott Hall is pleased. All right, let's head back to the main screener, folks. Looky, looky. It is February. We are rolling into February here. And we're going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. And of course, I always like it when the whole page is filled. We got a couple spot shows booked. We're going to be running in Des Moines, another spot show here at a high school in Des Moines. And then we're traveling west on 80 towards Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to stop off in the small town of Atlantic, Iowa, and also do a spot show in their high school gym. I believe the high school in Des Moines that we're going to be running in is Theodore Roosevelt High School. And I think the other one is Atlantic High School. Okay, so Terry Gibbs wants more money. Check this out. He wants $90. No problem, Terry. We'll give it to you. Now watch this. Now I like Terry Gibbs. No enhancement talent for me is making more than $20 because that's all AWA really paid. All right, let's see what's going on here. Kikuchi signs for All Japan. And Kobashi also signs for All Japan. They just graduated the All Japan dojo, so it makes perfect sense. What is this? WWF has lost WKAQ 5 for Superstars of Wrestling. Oh, WWF had the Royal Rumble. Andre the Giant won the Royal Rumble here. Totally understandable. I like it. Let's see what else is going on here. Anything else? Ed Gantner, health crisis. Ooh. Steroid problems. You hate seeing stuff like that. Let's see what else happened on the Strike Force over the Rougeau brothers. Defended the World Tag Team title. This is way too much going on for a Royal Rumble. Way too much. Oh my goodness. Al Burke versus Omar Atlas in a first blood match. What the hell is this? The Assassin defeated Little Beaver. Little Beaver's a midget. What the hell? Oh, man. Virgil did the same thing. This is the best. This right here is the best we've ever had. You can't top this one. Virgil defeated the Haiti Kid in a cage match. Folks, I can't even try to top this, and I gotta end the show because I have to copy and paste this and put this on our Facebook page because of all the crap I have seen the AI do in TEW. This is the best one. This is the best one by far. All right, folks, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the Spot Show. It's February 1988. Mike Virgil defeats the Haiti Kid in a cage match. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a like, share this video with your friends. You got to share this shit right here with your friends because it doesn't top this. If you want to talk about this, especially this crap, join us on Facebook.com/groups/1987SuperBod. And last but not least, if you would like to get to witness crap like this for yourself, go to braddrake.net. Drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you over the link that'll take you to the Google Drive page where you can download the picture pack and the database for the 1987 Superbot. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with some more wrestle crap like this. Thank you.